So hi, so now for Pygame day 9, we want to see where we were at the last time. So we place this little bullet here, this little red dot that follows the player position, and so it will always face the player. And now let's make something else. Now we want that when the enemy goes to the edge of the screen. I made the screen a little larger so that I could check out here that the red dot positions itself correctly. So we got the position here. So let's see how we can change the behavior of this enemy when it goes to the when it touches the border. So to do this, let's go into the enemy class, and we want to add another variable that is border. Okay, we want to put self.border equal 1 because 0, because we want that the enemy has a different behavior when it's on the border or not. So this is the behavior that normally has when it's not on the border. So we want to say here if self border is equal 0, it will do this. Instead, this is escape horizontally, goes away from the player, and this escape vertically. It's a good habit to write comment on things that you do so that you will find easily back your code. You will check your code later. So we wanted to see that if the self border what happens when you reach the border. So if the coordinates is among -4, because sometimes can be not just right at 0 but a little bit with a little difference. So if it's among -0 and 4, and also the x x can be at this point, or the x can be at in this range here, and the y border let's say among 350 and okay, what will happen that self dot border equal 1, it means it reached a border, and so it will not do the normal behavior here. And so we could put here an else, means that if the border is 1, it will, for example, but this is just to show that something is happening, but we don't want it to respawn. We want to do something else, but for the moment we want to just check if it works. So if the border is 1, makes this, and if reaches the border will be 1, and so we'll do this. Let's see. Okay, here we have finished our conditions. Okay, so clearly we have made, there is something wrong. I think here, let me see. I got to make here the self-respawn. Got to bring back the border to 0, because otherwise okay, the problem was this minus here. Okay, so now so when it touches the border, it goes out of the screen. It's okay, that's all for now. But we want to make another behavior. We want to make that when it goes here, it will try to move on the left, on the right here if it's on top, and on top up and down if it's on the border here, and the right or left if it's down here. Now I'm gonna do another little change. When I make this image here for the player, to be player 1, player 3, player 4, and player 2. So these are the images up, down, right, and left. Okay, and so now we have 4 different image for the player, so it's a little bit more nice to see. There is not a diagonal thing here, but for the moment that's all. Thank you and see you next time.